Hello and welcome to my NEA submission video with the demo for Sigma Calories. So when the user loads up the website, they're greeted with this home page right here. It has an about section, and then on the left they have one button to log in. So first we'll go through the about section so they can see the different parts and you can see it. So it first loads up this page here, which will tell them to click on the feature buttons on the left there, and when you click on each one you get the information about what the system can do with that function. So you can pause the video on each button so you can see what it says if you want to, but that's just a basic overview of how the about system works. Then if they want to go back to the about section, they can click right there and it'll take them back to the about homepage bit, and then finally they can return to the home page by clicking this button here. Next, when the user wants to log in, they just click this button here and they're brought to this page here. So first off, I'm just going to click the register button and pretend that we don't have an account, and that brings them to the registration area where they have two buttons on the left to return to the login page like this, or they can also go to the home page like that and go back to the about section if they need help. So for this we're going to create a new account for this demo, and I will just enter the details now. So here we have the required inputs for the registration fields. So a username that's above 8 characters, my password has all of the following requirements met, and an email account in case they need to get their account back. So it submits, it will render back to the home page so that they can then log in basically. So we go back to the login, we'll put in their new account they've just made, and then we'll enter the main menu for users. Now once they're in, they can also go back to the about page and see the other features and what they do again, but for the purposes of this we're going to enter their data and do a demo of what a new account could look like. So we go to the data input section, which is where the user can enter their goals, their height, weight, age and gender, and from this it will generate the BMR, which is the basal metabolic rate of the user, so that they can access the shopping list later on and create meals based on what their goal is going to be. So for this person, let's say they're 180 centimeters tall, they weigh 65 kilos, they're 18, they're male, and they want to gain weight. I submit that data, and then in the database, I'll show a picture now, all the fields have been entered and a BMR has been calculated with that. Now once you go to the see progress section, a graph will be built based on the user's data. However, I'm going to go back and go into my own account because I've filled out a lot more data for this demo. So if we just go to 2022 till today, which is the 30th of March when I'm recording this, and enter, a graph will be built based on the date and the weight of the client. So this is for me. As you can see at the beginning of 2022 I weighed 90, I then went down to about 76 and then went back up to 90 in a steady fashion, although there isn't many data points in between March and September or January of this year. So we'll go back to the demo account now and I'll show you the other features. Okay, so we're on my account and we're going to go into the create meals function, where I already have a few actually, so we can just see into the create shopping list. We have all some meals I've made already in this account, but we're going to create more meals now, and we want, let's say, 1 kilogram of chicken, and we want that, and we want broccoli, and we want 400 grams of that, which is a bit excessive, but we'll add those. And let's say we want tomato something, let's see what we can find, tomato sauce homemade with that, and let's put 100 grams of that. So then we want to finalize our meal. So it brings it here, it gives you the amounts and the selected foods, and you enter a meal name, and we're going to call this demo video meal. So that's now been entered in the database here, you can see it, and in the other tables it's got the information about that meal. So we finally go to build my shopping list for this week, and as you can see in my meals in my account already, the demo video meal is right there. So let's say we want that 3 times. We want this meal, and this meal. Now, based off my BMR and other factors, it's going to suggest meals for me, and these are suggested ones that I can have left based on the parameters set. So let's say we want that meal, and we want that one as well, And as well as this, you can delete meals from your account if they're not good, and also remove meals from the shopping list for that week if you don't want them in the end. But now that we've created our shopping list, we need to see the shopping list dashboard so that we know what to buy for the week. So we click this button here, and it brings the dashboard with every single food added up together with the sum function with SQL, and it shows what you need to buy for the week and how much grams of that you'll need, as well as the calories, the protein, the fat, the carbs. At the bottom it shows you the totals for each bit, and then it will tell you as well if you're on target for your goal or not based on your BMR rate times 7 and how much you're going to be eating in the week. Finally, once the user is finished with the system, they can log out and everything will still be there when you come back.